elect. And that is because of all of you folks in this room. I don't know if you've seen the statistics on this yet. We're starting to collect those. Here's how impressive this win and all of your work to get us to this win is. This was far and away the most expensive race for Congress in Colorado history. On both sides, this race was $40 million. About $16 million on our side, $24 million on the other side. So even though they had more money than us, they could not win because they did not have the message and they did not have the support of grassroots volunteers and activists like you, like AFP, and like Libre. So make sure you guys give yourselves another round of applause because you are the reason for this win. Here's another fun fact about winning this seat. Across the country, Republicans flipped 8 congressional seats. We flipped seats in North Carolina, in Pennsylvania, in Michigan, in Alaska, and Colorado. If you know the way those states voted in the presidential election, this is the only seat in the country that we flipped in a blue state. And that is going to be absolutely critical to being able to deliver all of those promises and all of those things that we talked about on the campaign trail. Because right now, the final races have been called. The numbers are 220 to 215 in the U.S. House of Representatives. Conservatives have a 3-vote majority. This seat that you guys helped flip is 33% of the majority in the U.S. House of Representatives. And we have something now at the federal level called unified government, where the House, the Senate, and the presidency are all on the same wavelength. So for the next 2 years, we have a once-in-a-generation opportunity to actually go and fix all of the problems that we talked about on the campaign trail that you guys talked about when you were knocking on doors. People ask, Gabe, how did you win? And I talk about the volunteers and I talk about the message and I say, we didn't have to convince people there was a problem. People could see the problem all around them. Right now, today in Colorado, 1 in 10 bank robberies that are happening around the nation happen in Colorado. 10% of bank robberies in the entire country happen here in Colorado. We're number 2 for teenagers overdosing and dying on illegal drugs, predominantly fentanyl. We're number 3 for our crime rates, total. We're worse than California, Oregon, Washington State, Illinois, New York State. We know that crime has a $27 billion impact on our economy every year. $27 billion lost from Colorado's economy as a result of crime. That's one of the reasons that Colorado and the Denver metro area has had one of the highest rates of inflation, of price increases, of any part of the country. People know this. They know their communities are less safe. They can see the crime that's all around them. They can see the cost of living. They can see that, I think this is a Libre stat, a pickup truck, just a normal work truck is what, $8,000 more than it was 4 years ago? People see this. They know there's a problem. They can see that their kids aren't getting a good education in schools. And now, because of your hard work, because of our win in this seat, we have a once-in-a-generation opportunity in Washington, D.C. to go to work, roll up our sleeves, and be able to actually start delivering on all of these things that we said that we were going to work to fix on the campaign trail. So I am beyond privileged and beyond honored to be the congressman-elect for Colorado's 8th congressional district. January 3rd is when I will be officially sworn in Washington, D.C., and then we'll be able to get to work and do these things. So here's what I ask of you all to do. Stay in touch. January 3rd is when, like, all of the official Gabe Evans Congress, so not the campaign side, the actual official side, That's when all of that stuff is going to go live. So we'll have the official website, we'll have all the social media, and I'm going to be doing everything that I can to keep all of y'all informed about the stuff that we're doing so that you actually can have that information about what's going on, what your representatives are doing in Washington, D.C. So check that out. Be able to go and continue, as you guys are so good at doing, to educate yourself about these issues, about the policies, about what's actually going on, and then stay in touch. And then if you're in Washington, D.C., or if you're here, we're going to have 2 district offices, the one in Northglenn, and then we'll have one up in Greeley. We'll have those district offices reach out, stay in touch, because my job for everyone in the district, whether you voted for me or not, is to come through with those promises that we talked about, to make things safe, make things affordable, make things just better for everybody, to be able to build that generational wealth, to be able to give their kids that better future. And so stay in touch. Don't ever hesitate to reach out. Don't ever hesitate to tell your friends, your neighbors to reach out, because I am here to work for every single person in this district so that we can focus on those things that unite us rather than those things that divide us. And we know that those things that unite us are common sense things that pretty much everybody agrees on. It's what we talked about on the campaign. It's what I saw for 10 years when I was a police officer and I would have to show up. It didn't matter whether they had a Bernie Sanders bumper sticker or a Ron Paul bumper sticker on their car. They've all agreed on the same basic things. We need to have a secure country. We need to have low crime in our communities. We need to be affordable. We need to be getting kids a good education. We need to be able to pass on, as Ronald Reagan said, pass on that freedom and that liberty to the next generation, because it's not transmitted in the bloodstream. Every generation has to fight for it, preserve it, protect it, and then hand it on to their kids for them to do the same. So from the bottom of my heart to all of you that are in this room, thank you so much for being a part of that fight. Thank you so much for knocking on the doors and making the calls and doing all of the other things that you did to help carry that message, to get us in this once-in-a-generation opportunity to actually be able to stand up for freedom, to stand up for free markets, to be able to stand up for secure communities, to be able to stand up for affordability, lowering the cost of living. This is because of all of you in this room, because of your tireless work, and I'm truly honored and privileged to be here tonight as your Congressman-elect for Colorado's 8th Congressional District. God bless you all, and God bless the United States of America.
Yes, thank you.